you are a business owner and you plan to implement AI in your business, you must understand the difference between AI automations, AI agents, AI workflows, and AI infrastructure. So let's dive in. What is the difference between an automation, AI agents, AI workflows, and AI infrastructure? So, as a business owner or B2B team manager, you do not need to build these systems yourself. But for sure, you need to understand how to use the right type of automation for the right task. Right. So that's why I wanted to make a video on this topic today, because that's a question that my clients are asking a lot. So let's have a look at automation. So automations involve predefined rules and sequences that are designed to complete repetitive tasks without manual intervention. Okay. So these processes are typically linear and they follow the if this, then that logic. So here you have the input. You can have a task number one, task number two, task number three, and then you have the output. So these rules are predefined and they operate based on preset triggers and actions. So it's a linear process. It's not flexible at all. You can integrate other platforms and other tools, but basically, the tasks are deterministic and it always delivers the same kind of result, right? You can really rely on the outcome of that kind of automation. Now, the weakness is that you cannot adapt the system to new scenarios, right? So, for instance, an example would be you send a message every time a new lead downloads a freebie. So, that's an automation. Now, you cannot add some complexity or some different scenarios in that kind of automation. So that's really what automation is all about. What is an AI growth workflow now? The workflow is a combination of multiple automation with decision-making capability powered by machine learning and AI models. So it means that they allow businesses to handle complex processes involving dynamic data. So there's a component of dynamic decision making. So it adapts the processes based on data patterns. You can add different integrations and different tools. It's data driven, so it learns, the system will learn from historical data and it will improve performance, and it's scalable. So it easily handles growing data and processes on demand, right? So you have here the input, tool number one. You have the LLM, the large language model here. That can be, different models at your disposal depending on what you need. You can use OpenAI, Perplexity, or Anthropic, and many other. Then you have tool number two, and you have the output. So the task are deterministic, requiring flexibility. They better handle complex rules. However, their weakness is that it requires data to train the model, meaning if you do not really have historic data, the first sets of outputs will be less good as the sets of outputs after, 20 workflows, for instance. And an example would be to analyze and score website inbound. Okay, so that's really what a workflow is all about. Now, you certainly heard there's a lot of hype and noise these days around AI agents, and that's normal, and I think it's a great thing because AI agents can be extremely powerful. So what are they? They are autonomous systems capable of performing tasks. They can make decisions and they learn continuously. So, unlike automations and workflows, AI agents operate independently and they can adapt to new information in real time. So, that's really the power of it. So, an AI agent is smarter than a workflow. Instead of just following instructions, it can think, it can resonate. We can discuss about the word think, right? So, I would have many people telling me they don't think, but we can argue on that. They can plan and they can adjust based on what it finds. So think of it like a junior team member, right? If you say follow up with these leads and book a call if they are qualified, an AI agent can actually figure out if the lead is qualified based on the different scores and the different knowledge base that you input into the LLM, right? So I don't want to go into details here. I just want you to understand really what is the difference between these different workflows and automations and agents. They are entirely autonomous, right? So they operate without constant human input. Sometimes there will be workflows and, with AI agents where we will need to have a human in the loop. But basically, when you give them very simple tasks, even if they have to dynamically think about it and resonate and make decisions, they do not need to have a human that will, come into play. So they are continuously learning and they improve performance. So that's all about the ML, machine learning. And then you have the conversational AI, which uses NLP, natural language processes for communication. So that's typically what you are using already today when you are using ChatGPT, for instance. And then you have a real-time adaptation. So it adjusts actions based on new data. So the way it looks is that you have an input, a task number one, then you have the LLM. And within the LLM, you have the memory buffer. And that is what makes it so powerful, is that the system, the agent will remember what you told it, right? So it will remember what was discussed within a specific conversation, and then you can really have a conversation, and that's why it can make decisions. Then you can add a number of tools here, and finally you can add another task, and then you have an output. They are non-deterministic. They are adaptive, highly adaptive to new variables, and they simulate human-like behavior. Obviously, we have to train them to do that. In terms of text, for instance, in terms of prompt engineering, we can do that by fine-tuning the text. But basically, this is what it will do. The weakness is that it may produce unpredictable outcomes. So that's what we call they hallucinate sometimes. Okay, so you have obviously to oversee and verify every output they give you, or at least the first outputs they will give you within that specific workflow to make sure that the output corresponds to what you want. Now, an example of what it can do is that, for instance, it performs a comprehensive web search on every inbound lead and sends a personalized message. So the way it would do that is it would scrape the entire information that is publicly available regarding a specific lead. And so, all the LinkedIn profile, website, all the information on Google, all the social media platforms. And then it will adapt a message that is specifically designed and written for that specific lead. So if you had to do that manually, it would take you ages. Actually, that's the power of AI agents, because they can do that in, a few seconds. So this is what is really amazing about agents. So now you know the difference between agents, workflows, and automation. And the real power of these systems is that when you combine several AI agents' workflow together, this is where it will really make a big difference for you and for your business. And this is what we call the AI infrastructures. So AI infrastructures are the full stack systems that power and connect your AI agents, automations, and workflows. They're just not tools, right? It's really an operating system. That's why we call them infrastructure. It's like the engine room of your growth strategy. It includes automation databases, mainly knowledge bases, AI models, API, and CRM. So all the kind of information. I just want you to understand that when all these things are working together to collect data, to trigger the right actions, and to feed intelligence back into the system, it makes the whole thing extremely powerful. And that's where the implementation of AI into your business will allow you to cut costs, to save time, and to significantly increase your revenue. So let's say that you would not just say send this email. What you would say is that find the best leads, engage with them, follow up with a video, track everything in the CRM. And actually, the infrastructure that we are implementing in our clients' businesses, we have several of them, but one of them is the outreach infrastructure. And that's exactly what one of these systems is doing. Then you have another infrastructure that is the content hub. And we are also having an operation infrastructure. But basically, it's a combination of several workflows with several agents and a multitude of tools that allow this whole thing to become really powerful, whatever your business, right? It doesn't matter what industry you are in. If you can really find out patterns in terms of tasks that repeat themselves and that require a low intervention of humans in the workflows, that's typically probably something that can be automated. So I hope that it was useful for you. If you want to know more, just subscribe to my channel and I will share more about these AI agents, automations, and infrastructures in this channel.